Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your guide Elena from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, and guess what? We go to school and kindergarten. Over there is Taras, Katya, and Stitch, your best friend. Katya goes to school, the backpack is super heavy, so Mama is wearing the backpack. Beautiful, 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 beautiful dress. Here you go. And Darinka, she's like, what? Never before. I was so early outside. What's going on? This is the 2nd of September. Education starts for my children. This is the only photograph I could take, but we were in time. I'm a good mother. I need coffee. Well, this could be a wonderful morning if not the war. However, in this video I will not complain. I want to say thank you to the armed forces of Ukraine, to all the Ukrainians, and to all our friends all over the world who support us. Thank you for this opportunity that we met in the morning and my kids went to school and kindergarten. And in this video it will be kind of informative. I will explain you how Ukrainian children go to school this year in the middle of the war, of Russian war against Ukraine. So we had summer vacations. 3 months of the summer is always the summer vacations in Ukraine. Even when I was a kid, I remember how it was when you forget everything in the summertime, but this is like the favorite time for the children. Traditionally, kids go to school in Ukraine on the 1st of September. However, this year it was a little different because, you know, Putin is this crazy guy. He likes to dedicate his terrible war crimes to like special dates. So Ukraine was on high alert and there were big concerns that on the 1st of September there might be, you know, bombing of schools in Ukraine. You know, thousands of schools are already bombed all over Ukraine in different cities and towns, and as well as institutes and universities, hundreds of them. But anyway, Ukraine started this educational year in 2022. So to avoid the danger, some schools accepted children on the 31st of August instead of the 1st September. Katya goes to school today on the 2nd of September. This year children in Ukraine could choose, do they go online to school or offline? So online, like in COVID times, children used to learn using Zoom or Teams programs. I have chosen offline education for Katya. However, this is a mixture. So it will be 1 week online, 1 week offline. Yesterday on the 1st of September, Katya had only one lesson and it was online. And today for the first time Katya went to school. She will have 3 lessons in the school and the other 3 lessons at home. And this is the schedule about which we found out like 2 days ago. And this is the schedule that we have for September only. Nobody knows what's going to happen in October. It depends a lot on the situation in Ukraine. And right now many say that most probably when it becomes cold in Ukraine, all children will go online because we're gonna experience some hard times in terms of heating and electricity. Darina will help me as usual. Yes, Darina? The most of the children have chosen online education for them, and here I've got some numbers for you. This is 1,872,000 of children will study online, and offline only 864,000. So twice more children will study online, simply because most of them are abroad because of the Russian aggression and a lot of danger. 641,000 children of school age are abroad. They will study in the foreign schools, most probably in the morning, and in the afternoon they will study online in their Ukrainian schools. The other children are resettled within Ukraine, or some other children, their parents are simply afraid to bring their kids to school because of the Russian aggression, because of the missiles and bombs that are still falling on Ukrainian towns and cities. I have decided to try it offline because for Katya I think for any kid in the world, it's extremely important to meet, to meet friends, to meet classmates, and it will just bring a little bit of normal life back to them. So what about safety? If the air raid siren turns on, the children will go down into the basement of this school, or if it doesn't have this basement, then the building nearby, or if there is no bomb shelter nearby, then this school just does not open. 2 days before we were invited to the school, they showed us the bomb shelter of our school. It is nice. Like for Katya, it shouldn't be a big stress, because all of the wartime she spent with me, with the family in Kyiv, so she heard the bombs and everything. So for her it is more quiet, and it's not something surreal or especially strange to her to go to the shelter if the air raid siren turns on. She knows it's safe over there, and well, this is a reality in which we are living right now. Basement doesn't have the toilets inside yet, but they promised to make it. The basement has only one entrance right now, but they promised to do the second entrance soon. So it's not perfect, but we've got what we've got. Luckily today there was no air raid siren yet. Hopefully there will be no more, but there are air raid sirens every day in Ukraine and in Kyiv too. The basement is small, the school is big. This is why our school divided education, the children into five shifts. Our shift is the earliest. I have to bring Katya to school at 7:50 a.m. So for me it's very early. Before this, I have to bring Taras to the kindergarten. And basically today I woke up and at 6:30. At 7:20 we have to go out, but we were not late, and this is perfect. I haven't washed Darina's face yet. Hello! Hello, hello! So one shift goes between 8 a.m. and 10:30, and the next shift between 10:30 and so on. Taras was supposed to go to school this year too, to the same school where Katya goes. I even brought the documents to the school, and we received a place in the school, but in the last days of August I have changed my mind, and I have decided that Taras can stay in the kindergarten one more year. He turned 6 only in the end of August, on the 20th, and in Ukraine by law you can choose when you bring your child to school, at 6 or 7 years old. I see that because of the war, Taras is not really ready for the school yet. It's better to keep him in more safe environment where he can have a nap, where he will be fed well, and simply I couldn't dedicate much time to teach him to read, to write, or anything like this. And he will stay in the kindergarten or mostly at home, because in Ukraine, if your child has a sneezing nose, this already means that the child has to stay at home. And this happened very often with Taras recently, so most of the time he will stay at home with me and Darina. Katya will have this couple of hours at school, and most probably after October she will study online, which means she will stay at home too. Unfortunately, I lost my babysitter because she is a teacher in the kindergarten. She is very happy that the kindergarten reopens and she is back to her normal work. She loves her work, and I do not blame her. She said she will miss us, but she wouldn't have an opportunity to spend much time with us. Maybe from time to time, but not every day. But Darina grows fast, and now she is not all the time on my hands. Sometimes she is playing herself. So I think we'll be fine. I think we will be fine anyway. We are already fine because at least our school is not bombed, is not ruined, and it's relatively safe in Ukraine. It's very different situation in the cities like Mykolaiv, for example. Over there, children will not go to school this year. They will study online. So in total there used to be 44,000 of children of school age in Mykolaiv, and right now 10,000 children remain in Mykolaiv, the city that is bombed every single day and every single night. These children will study online. I don't even imagine this nightmare to live so long under this intensive artillery and aviation bombing for children. It's very, very dangerous, of course, in the city of Kharkiv too, which is very close to the Russian border. Over there, one of the schools was ruined. Many schools were ruined, but the children of one of them went to their school on the 1st of September and took photographs with their ruined school on the background. In Ukraine, the 1st of September, it is the Day of Knowledge. It's traditionally, this is the holiday, but not this year. This year, well, we tried to celebrate, but we didn't much. But at least our children are in Ukraine, on the territories that are controlled by Ukrainian authorities. And at least our children will learn our Ukrainian history. They will study in their mother tongue, in Ukrainian language, because on the territories that are occupied by Russia, children who basically survived, who stayed, they will have to study in Russian. Ukrainian language is completely forbidden because they say this is a bad language, this is a Nazi language. According to our authorities, more than 100,000 children of school age remain on the occupied territories of Ukraine. We do not know how many of children are taken by force to Russia. At least 1,000 children are taken only to one region of Krasnodar. They're just taken away from their parents by force, and this is awful. Because of this war, these poor children were deprived from normal education. But the last time Katya has been to school was on the 23rd of February. On the 24th, she was supposed to go to school, but Russia attacked Ukraine and she didn't go. I have a video from one of the last days at school of Katya. You can watch it here. Katya was missing the school a lot, but we were lucky because our teacher, she stayed in Ukraine, in Kyiv, by the way, in the bomb shelter of our school. And in March, April and May, every day kids had at least one, sometimes even 2 and 3 lessons online, math, Ukrainian language, some other lessons. And it was super important because it kept kids connected with the normal life, with their teacher, with the classmates. Katya was learning online with the help of the mobile phone, and while she was hiding in the basement, in the bomb shelter from Russian bombs. Katya.
А ще там були гігантські павуки.
Oh, there were big spiders. Huge spiders.
І вони всі були в туалеті.
And in the toilet there were spiders. There was an awful toilet, but at least there was a toilet, Katya.
Да,
Because
але там павуки і нема дверей.
Yeah, there were no doors and there was a spider, but at least there was a toilet, because in many bomb shelters there were no even toilets at all. People were using the buckets. Oh. As a result of Russian aggression in Ukraine, more than 700 children were injured, 380 children were killed. This is what Russia done to Ukraine. And one more time I want to tell you, stop Russia, arm Ukraine now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was great pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your attention. Please don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't yet. Press the bell so you will get notifications when new videos go online. And have a nice day. I wish you peace and happiness. Goodbye.